What happens when Superman and Darkseid get into a custody battle over Supergirl? You get this movie. Superman and Batman Apocalypse is one of my favorite DC animated films. From the animation and the choreography, it's absolute peak. So how did this predicament happen? Well, it's simple. Kara crash landed on Earth. Gotham to be specific, which is the top two worst places to crash land in because she could have ended up being a member of Batman's Rogue Gallery if she was founded by Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy instead of Batman. They would have been called the Goon Trinity. Batman finds her first and immediately locks her up. Superman saves her and shows her what it's like to be on Earth, but Diana kidnaps her and trains her on Paradise Island. Darkseid heard there was a kidnapping party and pulled out a red carpet and showed them how it's done. Mans had a whole army of Doomsday clones attack the island and kidnap Kara. So now the Trinity and Big Barda go to Apocalypse to save her. While on Apocalypse, Wonder Woman and Barda were putting belt to ass to her replacements, Batman was getting chased by dinosaurs like Gohan, and Superman pulls up on Darkseid only to see his cousin dressed up looking like Misa from Death Note. Superman tells her that she doesn't have to be a goon victim because we got Power Girl for that. And she starts beating Superman because Darkseid has her under his control. While all this is going on, Darkseid is smiling at all the destruction because his biggest op is about to get put on a t-shirt again. But little does he know, Batman pulls up and gives him a choice. Either get down or lay down. Darkseid wasn't laying down for no human, despite getting cooked by Batman on multiple occasions. Batman is like, look Darkseid, I hacked your hell spores. You got one of the weakest firewalls in history. Even Solomon Grundy could hack it after watching one episode of Mr. Robot. Darkseid wasn't falling for it because he just changed the password this morning. He told Batman, if you hacked it, then what's the password? I want to climb Big Barda 71, in all caps. Darkseid took another L from Batman because he was in disbelief. He agreed to Batman's terms by letting Kara go and never pursue her again. Now that should be the end of the situation because Darkseid took the L, but you know you can't have Darkseid in a film without him and Superman fighting. Unless it's a build-up film like Zack Snyder's Justice League, that's the only exception. Superman and Kara go to the Kent farm so that Kara can learn to become who she needs to be. Right when the credits seem like they're about to roll, Darkseid punches Superman and busts through the door like he was the landlord waiting for his money. What I find funny about this situation is how Darkseid just ended up in the Kent house in the first place. Like, how did he do that? Did he teleport himself inside the house? Or did he teleport himself outside of the house and just open the door and waited for them? And if that's the case, then I can't imagine Darkseid just walking around Clark's house, looking at all his photos, finding his secret porn stash, and eating Martha's apple pie with his feet kicked up in the recliner, all while waiting for Superman and Kara to pull up. Nah, bro, Darkseid too evil for that. There's gotta be an explanation. Darkseid's like, yeah, I promised to leave Kara alone, but I didn't say nothing about killing Superman. Now, why didn't Darkseid have all that energy for Batman, considering he was the one that hold him? It's probably because he knows Batman not the one to play with. Soon as Darkseid walks through that portal, he's gonna see Batman drinking from a Superman mug with his finger on the trigger to blow up Apocalypse. Like, that's what's so crazy about Batman. Like, Darkseid would rather get his ass beat by two Kryptonians than wanting to smoke with Batman. Superman takes an Omega Beam to the chest, but Kara pushes him out the way and takes the blast for him. Darkseid calls her trash, and Superman's ready to beat the brakes off this man. But you know how these fights go between these two. Darkseid grabs Superman by the throat and hits him with a bus driver uppercut and shoots him again with his Omega Beams, sending him to space. Kara said run my fade because that was a $5,000 jacket you ruined, but Darkseid was like, girl, I saw that same jacket at Macy's. You sure you didn't get finessed? Kara hit him with an uppercut, and Darkseid said he was tired of them Kryptonian uppercuts because them shits hurt like hell. He hits her with his Omega Beam, and this man definitely took that uppercut personal because he rearranged Kara's guts by hitting her with a 50-foot coup de grace. This man didn't go off the top rope with it, he went off the roof with it. But Kara puts her Amazonian training sessions to the test because she had Darkseid sweating for a second. Dodging his Omega Beams till she ended up behind him, grabbed him and flipped him over so he could be the one to get hit by them. Soon as Darkseid got back up, she hit this man with a nasty combo. Body shots, flash kick, got him dangling in the air and hitting air combos. Darkseid was like, alright bro, that's enough, and started beating her like she was Superman. And by that, I mean disrespectful. Mans was throwing her all through that damn barn. And none of the cows were reacting to it. It's almost like they see Superman destroy the Kent farm every week or something. Darkseid gave her an Omega Beam facial and called it GG's. But little did he know, Superman was coming back for round 2. Superman was like, boy, you know how this goes. You know I'm supposed to win. Superman saw Kara stretched out and created the meme we're all aware of. Superman was like, you got your meme. Now catch this right here. Superman went full on Man of Steel mode and started destroying everything. This man hit Darkseid with the craziest Muda Muda combo I've ever seen. Superman was punching Darkseid so fast that he generated a tornado, and then he added his heat vision to the combos as well. Like, this man literally put Darkseid in a blender with no fruits. But Darkseid grabbed Superman and gave him the most brutal Omega Beam attack ever. Darkseid was blasting all in Superman's face with nowhere to run to. Darkseid was literally trying to blackface Superman. This man's Superman almost turned into a dark-skinned Kryptonian. And he almost succeeded if it wasn't for Kara distracting him with the boom tube. Superman threw him back in the portal, but instead of Apocalypse, she sent this man flying into space, where he will remain frozen until someone thaws him. After getting rid of Darkseid, Kara finally takes the mantle of Supergirl, and everyone lives happily ever after. Movies like this are why DC animated movies will always be superior. But this movie showed 3 things. It showed why the Trinity are the GOATs, it showed why Darkseid is the GOAT, and it showed why I want to climb Big Barda. But with that said, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my Man of Steel video. And if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to check it out. Leave a like and comment and subscribe for more. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.